When a new head arrives at a school, he never knows what he's going to find. You receive a lot of information ahead of time, some of it accurate, some of it not, but there's an awful lot you have to find out for yourself once you hit the ground. In a transition of leadership, a new head thinks about the morale and spirit of the faculty, the programs the school runs, and of course you wonder what the children are going to be like. And they're very different from one school to another. I found a faculty that was eager to be led by a head of school and to be supported by the head and to be supported by the parent body too. When the faculty returned to school in August, spirits were high and they were ready to go to work. And this spirit, by the way, was mentioned to me often by the parents and trustees in the course of the fall. So it wasn't me dreaming it. Our teachers are kid people. They like children. I have never been around a faculty that cares more deeply about their children or is willing to give more to them. Can anyone question the time before school, during school, after school, often running into the evening hours and on weekends that our teachers willingly spend with GPA students? And that's willingly spent. Quite frankly, they give to your children more than the typical independent school does. I know that. I've been watching that for 7 months. We must be careful not to take what we have for granted. While our academic program is solid, you only have to look at the track record of our students to know that. It needs work in a number of areas. The curriculum of a school, however, is always in flux. It needs to be. A school and its curriculum are organisms. They have to grow and change or they die. Ours currently is. It's under review. We're looking at lots of elements of it. And it certainly will continue to be looked at under Lars Kuehling's leadership. Lars is the head of a middle school in his current school. I know he will generate many good ideas that will affect programs at all levels of our institution. I think this is an exciting prospect for faculty, for students, and for parents. Our technology needs here are tremendous. We are terribly out of date. We formed a technology committee several months ago, and they are putting the finishing touches on a technology plan for the school that will begin to go into effect this very next school year. We have wonderful children in this school. I see the way they conduct themselves in the classroom and around the campus and in the larger community. We all have bad days, but for the most part, our students are well-behaved, bright, positive, engaged, and happy here. They like their teachers, and they like each other. A case in point, yesterday morning in chapel, the 8th grade was late arriving with their first grade buddies. It takes a while in the morning to organize that. But the rest of the students were already in chapel, and Ellen and I are standing at the front looking and waiting for the 8th and 1st graders to arrive. But the students just sat there. They were relaxed, they were quiet, and still, patiently waiting for their schoolmates. They had all been 1st graders. No one had to say a word to them. Amazing, I think, yet expected at GPA. I think this school needs to sell itself more aggressively than it has. In many ways, we have hidden our light under the proverbial biblical bushel. Our graduates are our products. Look at how they traditionally do in high school and beyond, regardless of the school they attend. Look at the kinds of human beings they have become. These aren't accidents. In fact, in a recent survey, and I was just reading this survey this morning, a survey of alumni and alumni parents of independent schools, and the survey was conducted in the Midwest. Isaac Schools, that's the association we belong to, were part of the survey. Quote, "The strongest predictor of the likelihood to recommend one's alma mater to a friend is the strength of character development imparted by the school. This includes ethical, moral values, leadership, and resisting peer pressure." The academic education that they got at the school came in third place in the survey. Alumni and their parents were taking the somewhat longer view about what is most important for children. While we care deeply about academic preparation, this survey speaks to one of our greatest strengths. We are a good place for children to grow strong and good and be sure of themselves. You know, it's easy for a business or a school to talk about what they do and how they do it. Why they do what they do is a much more difficult question to answer. I believe the Grosse Pointe Academy, faculty and trustees, and many parents feel a sense of mission about this place. We are here because we believe that in our small and personal school community, we can foster goodness and responsibility in our children and instill a love of learning and knowledge in them better than any other school in the area. That's why we do what we do. The Academy has long played an important role in the Grosse Pointe communities. It will continue to do so.